News, and our guest today is Abe Levy with All Star Flooring. Been around for a zillion years, right?
58.
58 years, and I'm Michael Miller. And Abe's been taking care of our floors here and at the house for, I don't know, a long time.
25, 30
years. Long time. So, Abe, you brought along a book and a couple samples. And
yes.
And so tell us about some of the newest products that are out.
Okay. What's happened in the last 2 years, there's a new product out called Luxury Vinyl. And Luxury Vinyl is indestructible. It comes with a 50-year guarantee, and it's taken the floor covering industry by storm. The floor covering industry is basically a $29 billion industry, and 2 years ago, when the luxury vinyls came out, they've in 2 years taken 20% of the marketplace, and I've been at it for 50 years.
But the market by what used to be tile, you think?
Whatever. They've taken business away from ceramic. They've taken business away from carpet. They've taken business away.
Let me see for a second. Here, why don't you pass it over here?
Okay. Here you go.
Okay. All right. So we're going to show it over here. All right.
Okay.
So
anyway, that product. 2 years ago, a guy came into my place. He says, "Abe, I have a 4,300-foot house in back of Baptist Hospital, and I want this Lux vinyl from Armstrong." I didn't know what it was. So he says, "If you could do the job for me for X amount of dollars, it's yours." I did the job. I ordered the goods. We got it installed in 4 or 5 days. And I went over to the house to get my deposit, and I never saw a floor as gorgeous as that Luxury Vinyl. It looked just like a knockoff of Anderson's Cayenne that goes for $30 a foot. This product sells for less than $3. So I came back to my office and I start doing research, and I have the largest collection of luxury vinyls in the state of Florida. I bring it in from Belgium. I bring it in from Italy. I bring it in from all European manufacturers and also domestic manufacturers.
So lots of different colors.
Yeah, there's thousands of colors.
And the backing on this, is this the backing that goes on it? Sort of a what is this? Is this?
It's a PVC backing that's waterproof. And in other words, you could submerge this in a pool for a week or two and it wouldn't hurt it.
And where do people typically use this?
Throughout the entire house. It's easy to keep clean. You only need a little Windex and a Swifter to keep it clean. And you're talking about a product that gets installed for around $5 or $6 a foot. Now, if you take your carpet, much more money. You take your porcelains, it's going to be more costly. Wood flooring naturally is more costly. And even laminate that has been going up steadily because the tariff from China, a lot of the containers that were desired to come into the United States have stopped.
So let's talk about, for in an office setting, maybe a warehouse setting,
offices are incredible because you have the wheels and the chairs, and it's very easy to work around, and it's extremely durable, and it's also more gorgeous. What they do with the vinyl, it's like counterfeiting money. They take pictures.
You got that right here,
right,
live with Miami's community news. Counterfeiting money. Way to go. Tommy's having a good time with that.
But anyway, what they're doing is taking 12 actual photographs of the actual wood, and they imprint it on the face of that that luxury vinyl, and then they put what they call an aluminum oxide coating over it, which is the second hardest known substance, and it comes with an incredible guarantee. It's 50 years.
That's for you.
Okay.
That's all right. So that's fine. So how does this compare as far as pricing to the inexpensive commercial carpet?
It's cheaper.
This is?
Yes.
So and this right here clearly lasts a lot longer than commercial carpet.
Oh, absolutely. You can't stain it. You can't scratch it. You can't wear it. Like I say, Mike, it comes with a 50-year wear warranty. Now, when people say to me, "What's the guarantee on it?" I say it's a lifetime guarantee, but at being 79 years old, it's not such a good lifetime guarantee.
So this is we had something. Did we have something like this put in here?
No,
What did we?
it happened 2 years ago, and since then, I was the first one in South Florida to jump on it because I saw that first job, and it looked so gorgeous that I knew it was a winner. And I've been studying the floor covering trends, and and I've in 58 years I've never seen any product take 20% of the marketplace as quickly as the luxury
And
vinyl.
because people like this.
Yes, it's been referral after referral after referral.
For this product.
Yes. What happens is I put this in houses, and people go into the house, friends, and sees that floor down, and they say, "Where'd you get it?" And then they tell them, "I got it at All Star Flooring." And when they hear the prices and everything, they're really ecstatic about it because it's durable, it's beautiful down, and in 58 years, I on a lot of the printing and the different designs, I can't tell the difference between that and real wood. We have a lot of old timers, though, however, that still are into wood flooring only. And one of the pluses of wood flooring is that when you put it in a home, normally when you go to resell years later, you're going to get 20, 30, $40,000 more for your home. That's what the realtors are telling me. Because of the beauty of the wood. I have here a chart of some of the woods and the designs and colors. If you look, this is Mirage, which won the award at the last Surfaces show. They have about 40 different species or 50 different species of wood. And it's beautiful.
So this is a higher end product. People that really want to have some exquisite work would order something like that.
Yes. Now the thing with the wood is you're looking at 4 or 5 times more than a luxury vinyl.
Right.
So there are people that will not switch and still want the wood, and we do a nice job with wood, but their price point is 5 times more than a luxury vinyl. So wood is actually increasing along with the luxury vinyls. The things that are slowing down in percentages are your carpets. Carpet has had a 30% dramatic drop in residential, and
over what period of time?
2 years. That's taken its place.
What about carpet used as for making the sound softer?
Well, that's a plus for carpet. It has an acoustic value that if you're into an area where you need sound absorption, carpet's much better. But you're finding now, it used to be when you did a big apartment complex, they would go with carpet because carpet was relatively inexpensive and it was the thing to put down. Now, all the newer condominiums and townhouses and rental apartments especially rental apartments are going with this product.
Well, when you compare this to an inexpensive commercial carpet, this obviously is going to live a lot longer, be a lot cleaner, easier to maintain.
Well, with rentals, normally over the years, about every 5 years, I would get a call from some of the property management saying, "Abe, the carpet's shot. They got stains on it. They got this on it. They had dogs. They had leakage from the dogs, and we need to replace the carpets." With this product, I'll be like the Maytag man. I'll be sitting there at the phone waiting for a phone call on this product. It's a one-shot deal, and you won't have to replace it for many years.
You can tell when you look at this, this is going to last substantially longer with use than almost any carpet. You can see that clearly.
Now, your laminate, which I have here, in different shades.
So that's laminate.
That is
This is vinyl.
Yes. Now your laminate, what the pluses of laminate are the same thing as the vinyl. They print the actual wood graining onto your laminate, and then they coat it with an aluminum oxide. However, with laminate, it's not waterproof. So if you have an air conditioner in your hallway that backs up and leaks out onto your laminate, it's going to swell up.
That doesn't that always happens?
Yeah, there's a lot of repair work to a laminate, and laminate has dropped in the last 2 years since the LVT has come out 12%.
And as far as people ordering it, because they're finding products that are working better.
Well, more people like the fact that it's waterproof and stain proof and scratch proof, and the maintenance on that versus any other product is incredible. You take a Swifter with Windex once or twice a month, you go over the floor, and that's the maintenance. It's got all the pluses in the world. And it's growing by leaps and bounds, and it wouldn't surprise me if by the year 2022, it's 30% of the marketplace.
Right now at our house, I think we only have 2 rooms with carpet, and the rest is other stuff for that reason.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, with the Latinization of South Florida, a lot of the Latins still like porcelain tiles, and but the porcelains come in a variety of colors, and you might have 8 or 10 to a style. And the bad thing about porcelain that I find is it gets chipped, or you get the grout dirty all the time, and the maintenance on it is a lot more severe than the luxury vinyl. So to me, there's a no-brainer using the LVT versus, of course, one of the things that always in bathrooms where it's moisture and wet all the time, tile is generally put into a bathroom. Now on the floors in the bathroom, you can go with the luxury vinyl.
Really?
Yeah, and it's waterproof. And also another plus for it, you use it in kitchens where you have a lot of traffic and you have a lot of things spillage, and so it will become the predominant flooring.
When I was this big, my parents said, "We're going to carpet the kitchen."
Yeah,
right?
They had kitchen carpet back in.
Yes, back then.
Ago.
Back then, we won't say what decade that was,
Yeah.
but it's like, and I still remember, like, it didn't last very long.
No.
So this is a really neat product, and almost no maintenance on this, right?
None.
And it's pretty solid, waterproof, all right? And this can be used just about anywhere in the house. Let's talk about on front patios. What are people doing nowadays?
Well, even on patios, if it's in a closed patio, I kind of worried. A guy about a year ago, good friend, he's been doing business with me for 25 or 30 years. He had an outside patio where it had the roof and it had no sides to it. And he wanted to go with the luxury vinyl. And I said, I don't know, outside rain, all that, all the time. Well, he stopped by about a week ago. He's had it down a year. He says it's incredible. He goes out there once a month, cleans it, and that's about it. He takes a hose and washes it down.
And so this particular product comes in all the different shades.
Hundreds.
Right. So most of your products, people can go down to your store on 132nd Street and 88th Avenue, 87.5 Avenue, near the falls, and they can go down. They can select things. You have some things on your website, but most of your products are are there.
What has happened is when people shop around and they come to me, they say, you have the largest, most diversified department store of luxury vinyls of anybody in South Florida. The reason for that is 2 years ago, when I first discovered it out on the marketplace and did that first job, I fell in love with what I saw on the floor. And I've been putting all my efforts into trying to get every manufacturer that I could get my hands on that makes luxury vinyl, because I knew it was the new
In the
thing.
50s and 60s, there was a terrazzo that were used in the houses and had all the different colors. And what was that called?
Terrazzo.
That's what it was called.
Yes.
Okay.
And-
so other than the terrazzo in our building here, I think you've covered every inch of our stuff.
Yes.
There.
Now, the thing is, back in the 50s and 60s, I started in 1963. A lot of homes had terrazzo flooring. And people used to think it was an inexpensive floor, but it isn't. Terrazzo today goes for $30 some a foot.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, and we did the Miami International Airport, the American Airlines wing with terrazzo, and right now we're doing 2 or 3 major jobs with terrazzo that are specified, and your terrazzo is extremely, extremely tough and very wearable. If you ever go to the airport and walk the corridors down to the planes, all those corridors are terrazzo flooring.
Because they last a long time.
They last forever.
So-
But the expense is there. In terrazzo, we get crystals of different glasses and different things that we can make anything a terrazzo that the customer wants as far as color scheme.
So, Abe Levy, you've been involved in charities and giving and making contributions. Tell us about some of your favorite charities.
My favorite one, I would say, is CHI, Community Health of South Florida. I served on the board of directors for about 15 years, and then I took over the foundation. I was the head of the CHI Foundation, which the foundation had the dream of building a community center for children, abused children. And the Colonel Hartley had the vision 6 years ago and wanted to get the Children's Crisis Center built. We had golf tournaments, we had casino nights, and we sought after community leaders. And fortunately, we are now 60% done with the Children's Crisis Center, where we usually had somewhere around 900 children a year come to us, so we had to defer them to North Miami, where they had a facility for children that were really wanting to kill themselves, and we had to Baker Act them and bring them up there. But now in South Florida, we're going to have a Children's Crisis Center.
Where's that going to be?
That's going to be on 216th Street, adjacent to the main building, which is over 100,000 feet.
Main building for CHI.
Yeah, well, this is going to be strictly the Children's Crisis Center.
yeah.
As you come in there. Now, a lot of people don't know what community health centers are. The community health centers take care of 35 million people in the United States. That is where 35 million people go for their health care every year. We have, I believe, 1,900 locations throughout the United States. We're primarily funded in Florida by the federal government, the state government, and local charities that they realize the vision and how good. The breakdown is 45 or 50% of the people that come to CHI don't have a nickel to spend for medical. They're below poverty. And the other 50% are now being covered by Medicare and Medicaid, and some of them have health policies. So it used to be, when I first started with CHI, 70% of the people were taken care of by CHI without a nickel. The Colonel's policy always has been, whatever it takes to get a person well, they're going to do it without any money or some partial payments. One of the people that I love very much is Danielle Levine Cavo, who, when I first met her 6 years ago, I took her to CHI, and she was very active in helping CHI when she's on the city commission. And I'm so proud that she's the mayor of Miami, and it gives me a lot of gratification.
So Mayor Cava, of the county. She was a social worker and worked in the social arena for a long time, and she's a very giving person. So we need more money, Mayor, for CHI. All right.
Yes, well, she probably will do that because she realizes. I even had Rubio's wife come to CHI and we gave her a tour. That was for Bremen's foundation. And she made a choice between us and the Everglades, and she gave it to the Everglades.
So I know, without disclosing the amount, I know a couple of years ago you raised a lot of money for CHI. Congratulations on doing that. And we were fortunate a year or so ago, we put out a special section for CHI, which brought a lot of attention to a lot of people that needed to be reminded of that. That was one of the reasons we like doing, because when we would call local businesses, we say we're doing this for CHI. They said, tell us about that, and we would tell them. All right, people can go on the website right now at CHI. They can look it up and find out everything, the services they provide. How many centers are there, more or less, down here?
Well, there is 11 with CHI, and Jesse Trice has 10. There's 2 on Miami Beach, and there's 8 in Broward. So between Dade and Broward, there's close to 30.
So, but down in Dade County, from here south, there's half a dozen or 10?
No, Jesse Trice has 9, and we have 11. And we just opened up in Key West, and we just opened up in Key Largo.
Well, it's great to be able to provide services for people when they're struggling financially, and a great reputation. And the team CHI has really been doing a good job.
The thing that's amazing is what they do for the community. CHI right now has 817 people working there between the 11 operations, and their expenditures in the community where they spend money is $80 million a year. What do they spend money on? They spend money on food. They spend money on medicine. They have the utility companies. They purchase so many different things.
And you have all the healthcare providers and office people that work in those facilities.
All the medicines we
If
buy.
I remember right, there's one right on Sunset Drive and 64th Avenue, right around the corner from here.
That's a CHI. Right?
Yeah.
I remember we did that one about 3 years ago.
Right. So,
and it's a wonderful thing. Another good organization that I was very active in is the Alliance for Aging. These are people that take care of the older people and get them settled in securely as they get older.
That's what my wife and probably yours does every night about 8 o'clock for us. Get us in securely.
Well, yeah, they do a lot of wonderful things. They're connected with all the nursing homes, and also they provide food for people that don't have the money, and they can deliver into the houses. They have transportation for people that need to go somewhere.
And you're still on the board?
I retired.
Oh, no.
I retired from the Alliance for the Aging 2 or 3 years ago.
And on CHI, what do you do with CHI?
CHI, I was very involved with the board of directors, and then they moved me over to the foundation, the head of the foundation. And last year, I gave Anthony, who was the president of the Pinecrest Association, the honors of taking over my position. However, yesterday with the colonel, he wants me back involved with the foundation, and I gave him an okay. I will.
Way to go, Colonel. Don't ever let him retire.
No.
All right? No retiring allowed of it around here.
The colonel will retire at the midpoint of next year or the end of next year. He's 86 years old. He's amazing. And
spring chicken.
And he gets around really, really good. One of the things that I'm pretty active in, I was the president until 2 months ago, is the Kendall Networkers. What that does is it's a networking organization of about 45 businesses that we become a family, very close to each other. And if we need say, for example, if we need somebody to do our wills, we have an attorney that does the wills for us. If we need somebody that takes care of your feet, we have a podiatrist that does that. If we need somebody at a bank, we have Oli at City National, a member of our club. If we need a pest control guy, we have somebody comes to our house that's a member of our club. So we have pretty much a lot of the avenues taken care of with Kendall Networkers, and we're looking for new members that are non-conflicting. We only could have one individual in each trade, and there's probably about 25 or 30 more trades we're looking to make these people become part of our family.
So Kendall Networkers, CHI, Alliance for Aging. What was another one that you've been involved with?
Okay, Rotary for many years,
Yep.
and also there's a foundation. A friend of mine's son got killed. He had his head chopped off by the Arabs, and he wants me on his foundation. I agreed to do that.
Good.
Sterling.
That's very,
Yeah.
very thoughtful. You do that. We're going to wrap it up. And Abe,
Yes.
I want you to look into which Cambridge is he talking to? To this one right here. And there's some youngster out there that's for you, age 20 or so. He's looking to the future and his life and what's going to happen there. So why don't you say some positive things directly to him
Okay.
or her?
There's an old saying: "What the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve." You're going to go through life and you're going to have ups and downs. But if you believe in your cause, or you believe or strongly want to get to something, you can do it. It just takes a lot of hard work and a lot of belief and a lot of getting up every day and saying to yourself, this is what I want to achieve today. It's the world today has certainly changed. I don't have a computer on my desk, but all my help do. And being at 80 years old, it's kind of, I don't want to go through the frustrations that my help go through with the computer, but 20-year-olds today, the world is yours.
Yes. Thank you very much for that. And we're going to wrap it up again. Our guest today was Abe Levy from All Star Flooring and CHI and a lot of other organizations that he's volunteered through over the years. If you need some help on anything with your floor, feel free to call Abe.
Yeah.
And you can look him up on the internet. And if you're in the neighborhood, 132nd Street and 88th Avenue, right there on 132nd.
Yeah. The products that we handle are carpet, ceramic tile, marble, glass block, VCT, sheet vinyl, epoxy and terrazzo, and also laminate and railwood flooring. And we've expanded just recently into polished and stained concrete.
Abe's going to take care of you. Happy New Year to you and to your family. And this year, lots of good health and lots of happiness, folks. Thank you for joining us.
Thank
and
you.
I see our next guest is going to be Yolanda Berkowitz from the Doggies, and David Singer is going to be leading that show. Abe, have a good day, and folks, thank you for joining us. Tommy, see you later.